Scientists using a deep-sea camera trap captured some remarkable video of a shark biting down on what it thinks is prey. This six-gill shark in the waters of the Osprey Reef near Australia's northeast coast senses what it thinks is a meal. But scientists from the Queensland Brain Institute have set out a fish head as bait with a remote control camera. The shark tries its best to dislodge the bait and struggles, but is unable to break it away from its anchor, some 4,600 feet below the surface of the Coral Sea. This video capture was part of the Deep Australia Project, an effort to discover the evolutionary origins of human sight. The six-gill is often referred to as prehistoric because of its resemblance to sharks that lived hundreds of millions of years ago. It's interesting to researchers because of its night vision and ability to overcome both crushing depths and freezing and deep dark waters. The six-gills reach up to 13 feet in length, and this is just one of several deep-sea species never before filmed at these depths.
Okay, so six-gills used to be in Puget Sound in great numbers from 2000 to 2008, and now the last couple of years, the occasional six-gill you've seen here and there, but not nearly the abundance they were before. Well, the problem today with six-gill sharks is that they're not here for us to study. That's one problem. Why it's occurring is it's just a cycle. It's a population cycle, and they used to be here and they were easy to study in Puget Sound because they occurred in relatively shallow areas, which is really unique because most six-gills around the world are found at abyssal depths, which means below 3,000 feet. So if you want to study six-gills, say in the Mediterranean or Hawaii or anywhere else in the world, you have to buy submersible time, which can be $20,000 a day or more. So we're very lucky that we could study six-gills in Puget Sound within 30 to 60 feet of water. Why they are not here all the time and why they're not always a continuous supply of six-gill sharks at different ages in Puget Sound, we don't know. It could be that as we saw the pattern of the juvenile six-gills traveled together in family groups, maybe as adults they do that too, and so the females might be out there in the open ocean waiting for to come back into Puget Sound as a group. So we don't know why there aren't six-gills here all the time at all different age classes, but it seems to be that they're not. Sharks around throughout the world are in trouble because they can't stand a lot of harvest because they're very slow growing, slow to maturity. We think six-gills and other large sharks like them don't become sexually mature until they're in their late teens, maybe early 20s. They don't have a lot of offspring. They can only breed, we think, the females every few years, and they're also long-lived. So if you catch a bunch of large sharks and remove them from an area, it takes a long time for them to replace themselves. And some species, they just can't recover from overharvest due to heavy fishing at all. Citizens in the region are getting involved with six-gill shark research by just being interested in them. Scuba divers are very interested to dive with six-gill sharks. They've never been known to attack people. They're large sharks. They're very interesting to watch, very exciting to dive with. They're beautiful animals. So we at the aquarium have been educating all of our visitors about six-gill sharks. In our exhibits, we have an exhibit that talks about six-gill research, and on our website we have a six-gill shark diver sighting database. So if a diver sees a six-gill shark anywhere in Puget Sound, they can log on to our website and tell us about it, and then we can keep track of all the sightings. So people are interested to see that there's a shark that large that can be up to 14 feet long in Puget Sound that doesn't hurt people and that comes within scuba diving depth, so it's in relatively shallow waters. So citizens are helping by just becoming interested, and also the state is helping a lot by making it illegal to fish for six gills and take them out of the water of Puget Sound. So that right there is going to help them. But also, since they're long-lived animals and they're at the top of the food chain, if there are a bunch of chemicals in the water, heavy metals, other pollutants, they tend to accumulate it in their tissues. And in fact, the state did some testing with six-gill shark meat, and it had too much mercury for people to consume. So we need to help clean up our environment and clean up Puget Sound so that six-gill sharks don't become toxic from eating all this stuff, eating all the pollutants in the area. So people need to help by cleaning up Puget Sound and just being aware that there are large sharks out there.